Can you hear me clearly? Okay, so let's do the text area which I explained you yesterday. So we need the text area widget. So since I created the configuration of text area, I will I will go and put it in the myform. In the myform right now we have only one case, that is of the text box. Let's add one more case now, and that case will be, yeah, email is correct. I received your Anand. I will discuss that. So you have done correctly everything. Only one small minor maybe typo is there, which I will show you in a few minutes. So next is the text area, and here I will return text area, which I will create it now in a minute. Okay, so I have to create the text area. So what I'll do initially, I'll just copy the text box to text area, and then I'll change the details. So maybe we'll save as text area dot jsx, and I will replace the text box with text area and the text area. So the only change here which I will do right now is I don't need input tag. For the text area, we need the text area tag. Text area tag, and I need the name in this one. I need the placeholder. I need the is required. I need the value, and I need the on change. Okay, I don't need the type. So I'll delete all the things. And since type is not used, I will delete the type here also. Okay, so that's my text area. And I will import this text area in the myform. So I'll say import text area from text area. And I'm using this text area here. So like we have put all the props here, we will do same thing for this text area. So what props we need to put in the text area? We have to put key. Right now I'll put index, but I will change that to some proper meaningful name in few minutes. And I'll put the name equal to record.name. I will put label equal to record.label. Then I will put placeholder. Then I will put is required. Most of the things will be copy paste. Type is not needed. Value is needed. And the handle change is needed. Handle change for text box and text area same. So we put handle change. If something needs different coding, we will add that later. So it is almost similar to text box. Only thing we don't need the type, and rest everything is same. Now here I put the widget name, label, placeholder. Let's put the required part also here. Required equal to true. What more we need? Name, label, placeholder, required, value, and the handle change, which will come from here. Value is coming from here, and handle change is coming from here. So that's all we did it. So the only thing, Anand, you have used the input box, but for text area, make the text area. Okay, so that was the only change. Otherwise, you have written correctly. Okay, now let's see if this is, if this is working fine. One thing I just want to double check. Okay, here I need to put the value, because whenever I change the text area, I need to capture it. So we need to add this one here. I'll take the about me and I will put it about me as empty text, empty string. Okay, so everything is now done. Now let's check the code. So I'll refresh the page. So I can see this all information is coming in the top, and about me is the text area. So see the size, height or width we will do using the CSS when we will do the material UI. Right now I'm not concerned about the rows or columns. So just we will take the default value, and later on when we will do the material UI, we will be getting a nice rows and columns. So here I can type. Whenever I'm typing it, you will see in the form value about me is updated with the information. Okay, so this is all about the form text area. Sorry. So those who have not done it, I will give you time. You add this part here, and then you put this configuration widget here. Once you are done with this configuration widget, let me open another screen where I will put text area. So once you are done with this configuration, you can create the text area. Okay, text area part. And once you are done, let me know. I will open the myform where you can put this case statement. So I'll give you 5 minutes to finish this one. So first put the myform part, app part, then text area, and then myform. I'll give you 5 minutes now. Let me know when you're done. Okay, so this is the live class. Since you are watching old videos, you can watch old and you can attend the live class also, not a problem. So Shweta, this currently live class is going on. You can attend that. Maybe few days you won't be able to understand because it's in the middle. But as soon as I will start the new topic, you will be able to understand it. Okay, so just now go through it, whatever I'm showing you, just watch, and if you understand it, it is better. And if you don't understand it, then go to past videos, few past videos, and try to understand what I am showing it now. But as soon as I will start a new topic, you will understand it. So you can attend the live class. This live class going on. Don't worry. You can attend and try to see how much you can understand. But in few days, you will be able to understand it. Okay, let me know once you are done with this part and this part, and then we will go further. Okay, so since you have already done before the class, so that's why you completed ahead of everyone. So let me know if you want, if anyone wants me to change to my form. Because if you won't copy it, you won't be able to understand it properly, right? You should copy it or do it yourself. And I asked everybody to complete this task, but only Anand and I think Rakesh, those two have done it. Otherwise, everyone has not given me anything. Parse server will be started after some time. I don't know the exact date. Okay, so I will start soon, but cannot say exact date because I'm in the middle of the React form and I cannot stop this and start a new part. So I will do it soon. Okay, so let's complete the my form. Those who want to complete the my form part, they can complete it here. This is the my form. We created a new case. So anyone writing or everyone done with the code? Still anyone writing the code? Okay, Ashok Kumar. Okay. So only thing is you need to add this about me here also. Okay. So if you remember, this is our app.js from the previous session. We did input box, then we did this text area, and then we did select box, and then we did multiple select, then we did checkbox, and then we did the radio button and the file, that is multiple file and the file. So I will be doing all in the class also, but whatever is pending, I want you to complete tomorrow everything. So you can create one select box, one multiple select box, one checkbox, one radio button, one single file system, one multiple file system. In one, you can pass this as a props to accept what? To accept image, or to accept video, or to accept all. In accept all, we don't set even this parameter. Okay. So try to complete all by tomorrow, though I will be doing here in the class also. Okay, so just if whatever I don't show today, you try to complete it tomorrow. Now let's try to do other things. Okay, so we are done with the text area. Maybe I can complete a lot today, I don't know, let's check. So I will also create a case for select box, and I will return something here. Right now I'll return null, and then I will update it with proper return statement. Next I will choose the select multiple, and I will return null for now because we don't have that component. Next I will choose the case checkbox, and I will return null right now. Next I will do case radio button, return null for now. Then I will do the case of file, okay, and return null for this case. Okay, so right now I will put file only, and I will see if I can handle file and multiple files together here. Then I will do it, and if I feel that things are getting complicated, I will create two new case statements. Okay, right now I'll just create one. So before I go further, just put this case statement in your code, then I will move further. So I'll give you 1 minute to put the case statements. Okay, so I think you might have added this case statement. Now before we really go further, I will create all the components. So let's create first the select component. So I'll create a new file, selectbox.jsx. Then I will create a new file, select multiple.jsx. Then I will create, okay, I have to create inside the widgets. So let me drag into the widget. Okay, new file, checkbox.jsx. New file, radio box.jsx, and new file called as file.jsx. So I created all the components here, though each component is empty. I have to fill it. So let's put some default text, and then we will fill it with the real material soon. So I'll say RFCE. So this is my default material for the file. I'll close it. I will open checkbox RFCE. I'll put default material for checkbox. close it. Radio button. I will put default material for radio button. Select box, say RFCE. So if you have that extension installed, it will automatically create that code. There is one extension which I showed in the beginning. Maybe you can see that lecture, or I'll show it again if you want. RFCE, and here I'll select multiple. Okay, let's see, anything is remaining. Okay, so all components with some dummy data is there. Let's call all the, so before I go further, just create this dummy component as I have created it. So I'll give you 1 minute to create all the dummy components in the widgets folder. I'll give you 1 minute for that. Okay, so if you have created all the dummy components, we'll go further. And we have created the case statements. Now let's add all the components here in the myform. So I'll just say import checkbox from checkbox. Then I'll say import radio box from radio box. Then I'll say import select box from select box. Then I'll say import select multiple from select multiple. Then I'll say import file from file. Okay, and then any other thing remaining? Okay, all are here. So now I'll call this checkbox. Right now it's not doing anything, it is dummy, but at least I can call, like here we have text area, I'll call with the select one. I'll call select box here. This I will call the select multiple. So we are not passing this thing right now. We will do it now in a bit. Here I will call return checkbox. Then here I will call radio button, radio box. And here I will call file box. Okay, so we called each component here, though it is dummy right now, it's not working. We just put it here. Okay. Next we'll go and create some configuration so that I can call this select multiple, checkbox, radio, and file. So we'll go in our app.js folder, app.js file, and we will be creating multiple variables for it. So for example, for the select I want the marital status. So let's add the marital status. Marital status can be only one. It can be single, it can be married, single, divorced, or widow. So only one value is needed, and that's why I put the string. Now you tell me, I want the fruits, and this is the select multiple. What should I put here? What will be the data type? for it. If I put fruits, whether I put a string or whether I put numeric or object array, it's array. So we have to put a rectangular bracket. Since fruits here we see fruits is going array, we are taking multiple, and so fruits will be array. Let's take the hobbies. Okay, so hobbies is kind of key value pair like this one. Okay, so since we have to put hobbies in a key value pair, so hobbies will be what will be the type for the hobbies? Is it array or object or string? Object. We have to take hobbies as object, so I'll say hobbies as object like this. We are not filling the name of the hobbies right now, we will do that tomorrow. We're just right now creating the variable simple. Let's put the gender next to the gender for the radio button, and gender is simple string, male, female or other. So I put gender as a string. Next is the file. What will be the data type for the file? Array. So we have the single file, multiple file, image file, video files. So we will be creating the array for it. So let's copy same thing from that file to here. So we will be having single file, multiple files, image files, video file and video files. So we'll go through all these options and we'll try to build the component based off it, and we finish it off right there. Okay, so now what I will do, I will create a configuration here. Okay, so when we got text area for the about me, next thing which I want is marital status. So I'll create one widget. Widget will be select, only select, since in the myform we have to select. So the widget will be select. What will be the name? Marital status. Okay, so name marital status. Label will be marital status. I will only put the configuration now. Detail we will see tomorrow. Okay, I want you to do before I do it. Okay, so that's why I'm doing only the configuration, and you have to build this each component yourself from this file. This file I already shared with you. Using this file you have to build the components, and options will be passed in this configuration. Okay, so marital status. What else we need? We don't need placeholder in the checkbox. Is required can be passed is true. Remember, this is required will be used when we do validation, and right now we are just passing is required, but real value of is required will not happen here. It may happen in the validation. Right now I'm only saying is required. Okay, so that's it. So we got the select part. Now let's put another one as a fruits. Okay, so for fruits, one more thing I need for the select one. I need these options so that I can show these options. So I will also create one more parameter, options, which is an array, and each array will have object. Object will be key equal to, so I'll take the key equal to this one, merit, and I will say label equal to, so what label user will see? User will see this merit with M capital. But what I will put in my database, I will put only the key, that is this merit. So this is one object. I have to create all the objects here, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4. So I'll say single. I'll say single. Okay, next will be divorced, and this is divorced. I can put anything, key label or key value or whatever. This is the one sample I'm using it, and while utilizing it I will use this only. Depend what you are putting, you can utilize in the same way. Okay, so this is a select box configuration for select box. Let's add another configuration for the select all. So what is the key I put, widget name I put, select multiple. This is a select multiple. So what is the name I have to put, fruits. What is the label I have to put, capital fruits. Is required, I'll pass through, and then I have to pass the options. Okay, so I have to pass these options. So let's pass the options, mango, mango, lime, lime, grapefruit, grapefruit, and coconut. Okay, so we are done with the select multiple where we pass the fruits and fruits label. Now let's go to another one, widget. What is another widget? Checkbox. So in the checkbox also we put checkbox. Okay, let's see what we can do in the checkbox. 1 second. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Let me see what options I can put for the checkbox. Okay, so no option. Okay, let's try to build the checkbox one. Okay, so for the checkbox we have, so we need to build some configuration so that I can show the different checkbox. So let's say I need to show movies, I need to show traveling, I need to show eating, and I need to show this one, called as this options I need to show. So first thing I need this movies, traveling, eating. Okay, so let's create the options also here like this in the checkbox. Okay, so first will be the movies. And what I want to display? I want to display capital movies. So user will see movies like this, but we will be saving movies in the backend like this. Okay, so let's keep the movies, and then there will be traveling. Okay, next will be the eating. I can add more for it, but right now we will play with few options, chase and chase, and we have the checkbox, right? And what is this? Hobbies. So let's name this as a hobbies, and let's name this as a capital hobbies. So user will see this hobbies, and we will be saving it in the hobbies as object, this hobbies. Okay, so I'm just creating the configuration, then I'll give you time to write down. Okay, checkbox is done. Let's go with the radio button. In the radio we need male, female, and other So it's kind of similar to checkbox. So I'll create copy paste checkbox. I will change it to radio box. Since in the my form we have radio. Okay, we have only radio. Let's make it radio box. So everyone change this radio to radio box. Here also I'll put radio box. So what name I should give? I will give the name of gender. And here I will give the name of gender. Is required right now. I'm putting true, but we can make it false also. It's not doing anything right now. Right now I'm just passing it is required, but we will use it soon. And then in the options I will put male, male, female, female, other, other. We'll delete the last option. Okay, so this one was for the radio box. Let's go with the file system now. Okay, so I will not do the file system today. We'll go with the file system tomorrow or day after tomorrow, depend on how much we complete tomorrow. Okay, so I just put the configuration, and if you want, you can also put the configuration. Let me open another copy of configuration. So we did text area yesterday only. So you can put this one, select part, and then you can put multiple select box, and then once you're done, I will scroll down. So just put this configuration. I will give you 5 minutes to put this configuration. Okay, so this is select box, select multiple is continued here, and we have the checkbox. So once you're done, I will scroll down so that you can add radio button also. Okay, so this one was already done in this last project, but you can copy paste here also. select multiple on the right side here. Okay, so if you have not done yet, you can go through the video and maybe copy paste it again, or I will show you this tomorrow. Now let's go little bit more towards. Okay, what is the problem? Okay, so there is some problem with the file one. So let's change the name of the file one. We are getting some problem with the file one. Let me change the name to maybe file box. Okay, so maybe Maybe file is, it doesn't like the word file. So let's put the file box. So I'll change it to file box. Okay, so here will be the file box. And I'll change this to file box, file box. Okay, where is the file box? I deleted file, it's a small b. Okay. Maybe I will put small b. See, the spelling is, it should be exact. Otherwise, you know, you will get unknown errors. Okay, so I keep the b small in every place. Okay, now, okay, also, sorry, it should be one dot. So file would have also worked it. I, by mistake, deleted it. But it's okay. I don't want to put the file one because the file one may be used in some keyword. I don't know. It will accept or not, but it's okay. So let's change it to file box. Now we are getting this warning, which we will fix it tomorrow. We don't need to fix it straight away, this part. Okay, so this part we are not completed yet. We are getting, you know, labels which we dummy components here, and that is fine for today. So just remember what we did. First we added in the state variable, we created the widget, whatever we needed, and in the myform we added the different case statements, and we are calling the related component. And each component right now is a dummy component with some simple text box, which we will complete it tomorrow. If you get time, you try to complete it, but if you cannot, I will do it here in the class and you can follow it. Okay, so before closing today's class, I just want to start one thing which will be used in few days, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and that function is called the reduce function in JavaScript. Now tell me one thing, we did a map and filter few days back. So if I have the array of 1, 2, 3, 4, so when I do the filter on this one, for example, array.filter, or I can take another variable, array2 equal to array.filter, and inside it I create a function and I have some record here. Here in the filter, either I have to return true or I have to return false. If I return true, it will take the element in the array2, but if I return false, it will not take that element for the array2. And what is the data type for the array2? Array is ARR is array. What will be the data type for the ARR2? Whether it will be array or object or numeric or what? It will be array. So only thing will be if we return true, that element will be present in this array, and if we return false, that element will not be present in this array 2. So that is the filter part. Now if we do map, okay, one second. Yeah, if we do map and we have the function, we return something. Okay, we return something. And what will be the data type for the array3 in case of map? Whether it will be array or object or what? It will be array. Map also return array. Map does not return object. Okay, get. array, map always return array. So filter and map both returns the array. So if we have initial array, these two will also return array, but in filter we only return limited items from the array based on the true or false, and with the map we return all the elements of the array but with the modified version. Maybe I can multiply everything with 2, maybe I can multiply every part with 3, or maybe I do some other calculation on each element. So the ultimate array 3 will have all the elements, but it can be modified version of this element. If I want to multiply by 2, I can multiply each element by 2 and return it. So the map returns all the elements in the modified form. Filter returns the element based on this condition, true or false. If I have a true for 1, it will return 1 in the array 2. If I have false for 1, it will not go into the array 2. So based on this condition, we can filter it. In map, we alter it. So 1 can become, if we multiply 1 by 10, so array 3 will have the value of 10. So map modifies this each element to new element and return it in the array 3. So Ashok Kumar is right, we can alter. We can't alter the arrays. In filter, we can't alter the array. So 1 will always return 1. Either either you return 1 with, when you return true for 1, it will return 1, and if you return false, it will not return 1. So filter will only take limited items based on your condition, but it will not modify. You cannot change to 1 to 2 or 1 to 10, 1 to 14. Filter will never modify this array. Map will modify this array. Is that clear between difference between two? Now reduce, we will do reduce. Reduce is a very big topic. We will start today. Both will return a new array. Both will return new array. Array filter and map will return a new array with, here it will be modified elements. Here will be not full elements. Maybe some may be not there based on your true or false logic. But with the reduce, you can return array, you can return object, you can return string, you can return numeric, whatever you want to return, you can return it. We will see one example of reduce today, but it will go a few days because reduce is very big topic and very important topic in JavaScript. So we will do reduce today, one example, and in few days we will do a lot of examples on the reduce. So in the reduce, we returns anything. In reduce, we return anything what we want. We can return array or numeric or string or object or whatever we want, we can return it. Okay, so this is the main thing in the reduce. Now let's take one example of the reduce. Only one example I'll take today in 2 minutes, and then we're done for today. So for example, we have the array equal to 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so this is my array. Now I want to reduce the I want to use the reduce on this array, and what will be the outcome? What outcome I want? So in this case, I want the total sum of all numbers. So I want 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. That is, everything should be calculated, and the final answer should be a numeric, should be the addition of all the numbers. That is what I want in this example. So let's do that example. So I will use the reduce to do that. Okay, so how to do that? Look here. I will create another variable. It may call it sum. Okay, I will call it as sum. Now I will pass this array, and then I will say, I will call the reduce function on this array. So reduce has two parameters here. One is called the callback function. That is, this is the arrow function, I put it here. And here, second parameter is called the initial value. Second parameter is called initial value, which you want to pass. So since I want the sum, so I put initial value as a 0, as a numeric one. And this is the array. When I process this reduce will be in the numeric form. So this array will be now in the numeric form. Okay, after I process the reduce. Okay, that is what the syntax of reduce is this. Now what we get inside this function? Inside this function, we get one parameter that is called accumulator, and second parameter which we get current, CUR, current. So we get accumulator and we get current. Now let's see what we can put inside it. Now accumulator will be let me explain accumulator, what accumulator will be. So here if it is 0 and if I return something 10, okay, somehow if I return 10, so second time when, since this is the looping method of the array, so we loop through each element. Reduce, what it does, it loop through each element, and when I return something, let's say after 1 I return 10. So when it goes to 3, the accumulator will be 10. So after 3, let's say I return 13. So when it goes to the 5, accumulator will become 13 because we returned 13 previously. After 5, if I add 5 plus 13, 18, I return 18. So next time when it goes to 7, accumulator will be 18. Okay, so accumulator is something, whatever we return, that will go to the next element. That is what accumulator means. And current means this element, 1, 3, 5, 7. So first time current will be 1. Second time when it will loop, it will be 3. Third time when it will be loop, it will be 5. Fourth time it will be loop, it will be 7. So let me show you what current is coming. And I will also show you what accumulator is coming. Since I'm not returning anything, so accumulator initially will be 0, and second time it may not be the right one. We have to return something. So right now I'm not returning because I don't want to concentrate on accumulator right now, but I will return it in the next in few minutes. So let me see what current is coming right now. So when I run it, you will see the current is 1 because we are processing 1. Accumulator is this one, 0, initial value. Second time when it run 3, so current become 3, and since we have not written anything, accumulator will become undefined. Forget about accumulator right now. And after 3, current will become 5 because we have 5 as the next element. And after that, the current will be 7 because we have the current element as a 7. So every time when reduce will run, it will go through all the elements, and current will be the current element, this, or this, or this. And accumulator will be initially 0, and after that, whatever I will return it here will become the accumulator for the next element. So let me show you now with the return statement. So now what I will do, I will return accumulator. So initially we have accumulator 0, and every time when I process this one, I am returning whatever I have previously. So previously I have 0. So every time when I return, it is 0. So the accumulator will always be 0 in all the cases because initially it is 0 and I am returning also 0. So every time accumulator will be 0. I am not concentrating on accumulator right now. I just want to show you the current now. So current is 1, accumulator is 0. Current is 3, accumulator is 0. Current is 5, accumulator is 0. Current is 7, accumulator is 0. So each case you will see current is nothing but 1, 3, 5, and 7. Now, since we are getting current and we are getting accumulator, we will create the sum based on these two combinations. So let me write down the exact code which I will be doing it. Okay, so initially the accumulator is coming in the first pass. Okay, you tell me the answer now. This 2 minutes more and then we're done for today. Just I will create array again. Okay, so this is my array. First time when it is 1, what is the accumulator value? You have to tell me. 0, correct. First time it is 0. What is the value of current? 1, correct. So if I return accumulator plus current, so what will it become? 0 plus 1, it will be 1. In the first pass it will be 1 because accumulator is 0, and current is 1, it will become 1 in the end. Second time when the loop will run, what will be the value of the accumulator? Still we have not processed 2. We are in the second element. We are not processing yet. What will be the value of accumulator when we come here? Come here. So it will be 1 because whatever I return from the previous one, accumulator will become 1 here. And what will be the current? Current is 2. So total will become 3. What will happen when I process the third element? That is this 5. What will be the value of accumulator? 3, because previously we returned 3. So it will be 3 here. Okay, and plus, what will be the current? Current is 5 equal to 8. Now the last pass. What will be the value of accumulator now? 8. Correct, 8. What will be the value of current? 7. So total will be 15. So when every element is processed, this is 3, sorry. Okay, this is 2. I put it 2. No problem. So when all the elements are processed, what will be the final sum? 15. This one is the 15. So let's check it. Now what is the value of sum? It is 15. So reduce work like this. Accumulator comes initially from here, and then whatever we return it, accumulator will be the value which whatever we return will be the value of accumulator in the next turn. And whatever we return in the next turn, it will be value of accumulator in the next turn. And whatever we return it will be the value of accumulator in the next turn. And current will be this elements. So this is the one example of reduce where we have the array, but the result is numeric, integer. We are returning integer. We can return object, we can return integer, we can return a string, we can return another array. Whatever we want, we can return with the reduce. And we process our logic in between here. So this is the one example of reduce which we saw today, and we will see many more examples of reduce to understand how the reduce works. Reduce is the most important thing in JavaScript, and we will be using it soon in our form exercise in this one. In this one, I have to use the reduce, but I could not use it because I haven't explained you what reduce is. In 2-3 days, once I explain you complete reduce, I will be using some part of reduce in this project, this form project. Okay, so for today, just concentrate on this part only, and I will be showing you many more examples of reduce in few days. And this reduce is very important topic in JavaScript. I will create a page of reduce and share with you tomorrow. That's all for today. Thank you very much. And you have any questions?